day 5, and we've been to Tel Aviv, went to Jaffa, went to the Golan Heights, Syrian border, did a lot of things. But when people come to Israel, people talk about Israel, people pilgrimage to Israel, people do a lot of things in Israel. But you come to Israel for sort of one reason. One big reason, people. One big reason, America. You ready for it? I know you're ready for it. You want me to turn this camera around? I know you do. I'm gonna do it. Just give me a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, day 5, Fowler Nation, I give you Jerusalem. Hello, how are y'all? So we are now walking through Old Jerusalem, and I thought I would give you a look of what it looks like. It's actually pretty remarkable. These old stones and old bricks, and as most folks know, the city is sort of divided into 3 partitions. You have the Jewish portion of the city in Old Jerusalem, the Jewish portion, the Muslim portion, and the Armenian portion of the city. Right now we're clearly in the Jewish portion. The architecture here is beautiful. Hey guys, it's your boy Richard Fowler. So we're getting ready to go to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. I've made the choice that I will not be filming in there, and I will not take you guys in there. After that, we're going back. I'll have a chance to go back to the hotel, and I'll make some reflections. But I want to take a moment away from the cameras a solid moment from the cameras and sort of reflect on this moment by myself. So I will take you to the outside of the church, which is right here, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and we'll talk after. I love y'all.
This is the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. Sepulchre from the word sacrifixion, because the Christian concept is that Jesus/God sacrificed himself for humanity. In other words, what Abraham didn't do by sacrificing his son on Jerusalem, God went all the way and sacrificed his son in Jerusalem, which is the crucifixion and then the resurrection. When we go back to the stories, Jesus goes up to the temple, turns over the tables and the money changers, and eventually goes to have the Last Supper, which is the Passover Seder, right? And they have the meal over there. Finishing the meal, they go to the slopes of Mount of Olives. He goes aside to pray, and the Jewish authority wanted to catch him. And they wanted to catch him because he was as far as they were concerned, he was inciting. They did not see him as God, and they saw that as an inciting situation, both them and the Roman authority. But how will they identify him? So one of his disciples, Judah man of Cariot, was willing to betray him, and he was leading them, give them a kiss to identify him to those people. Those people try and catch him. One of the disciples pulls out a sword. I'm telling you a story from the New Testament fast, right? Pulls out a knife or a sword and cuts a piece of the ear of one of the catchers, and then Jesus says, "Stop. Don't you think I could have prevented that? I could have had 12 legions of angels protecting me." He's saying that he is sacrificing himself for humanity. They take him to be interrogated. And there will be a very long discussion about who's responsible for the crucifixion. Is it the Jews or the Romans? Very sensitive topic on volunteering. So, he's taken to the Jewish authority to be investigated for incitement. The Jews back in the days were allowed to execute, to kill people for criminal reasons, not for political reasons. It's a political case, remember. Now, with the Romans at the time, or the Jews see him as God, and therefore, if it's a political case, they need to hand him over to the Romans. There was a governor called Pontius Pilate. He probably lived in Caesarea, but in times of tension and Passover is tension because there's 100,000 Jews coming to the city. That's tension, right? So he would come over here, and he would have a station right outside the temple of Jerusalem, Jerusalem, and he's interrogating Jesus, and he finds him guilty, right? And eventually, he was guilty for incitement. He's about to be sentenced to death, but there was a tradition where you can bring out the condemned people, and the people can choose who do they want to release. So he's brought up to the public, which are all Jewish people, and they pick another guy called Barabbas. Right. And this way actually leading Jesus to crucifixion. And when they are asked, and what about him, pointing at Jesus, they say, kill him. And the responsibility will be on us and our descendants. That is the direction of responsibility towards the Jews. Because if you're Jewish, you're a descendant of those people. And Pontius Pilate goes aside, cleans his hands, and removes responsibility for the crucifixion.
For the next 2 days, day 5, day 6, you will get Fowler Nation in Jerusalem. Pretty epic. So I'm pretty sure, like, you know me, I don't really do tears very well, but I'm pretty sure there'll be tears in the next 48 hours of these episodes. So day 5, day 6, Fowler Nation, we do Jerusalem. Let's have some fun.